They do all the work on their own. They don't need to be detoxed. Urgh. If you want to get better at something, for example, karate, you need to keep two things in mind. One, progress happens when we put in enough effort on a consistent basis and frequently enough, that's part of consistency, over a long enough period of time. Something that's also true is if something isn't working, change it. What can be tricky is figuring out when you need to just put in more time, effort, consistency, be more patient, that kind of thing, versus when you need to completely change what you're doing. So let's give karate as an example here. So you want to get better at karate, you want to improve over time. After a couple of months, you're not going to get your black belt, right? If you've just started karate. So time really is important. You need to be patient with this. What if you are, you've been training for a really long period of time, but you haven't been doing so consistently? You're putting in the effort, but not consistently. So you show up to class once a month. You train at home whenever the fuck you feel like it. You're not going to get that result for a really long time if you're not putting in consistent effort. It has to be consistent. Third part of it, let's say you're training for years and years and years, really consistently, you're always at class, you're always training at home, but you're still not getting that result. You're still not improving. Your technique hasn't gotten better. You're not performing better in tournaments or at belt tests. What gives? Maybe you're not putting in the effort. You really have to put in the effort and keep improvement in mind. Always try to get better at your technique. Always try to improve little things. If you're just going through the motions all the time, you could do that for your whole life and not get better at stuff, right? So don't just go through the motions. The effort has to match the desired result. You have to put in that effort over a long period of time, consistently. But then what if you're doing all of this and you still don't achieve a desired result? So let's say you want to lose weight. And by this, I assume you'd want to lose body fat. So you've been eating a balanced, healthy diet for a long period of time and you haven't lost any weight. But then your friend Susie posts on Facebook, starts raving about the keto diet. She lost a shitload of weight on this keto diet. And oh my God, it's working so well. And she sells aromatherapy, so she knows what the fuck she's talking about. She's an expert in all things health. So you're going to try this keto diet too. So what you're going to do is you're going to switch from this balanced diet to a keto diet. So you're going to eat high fat, low carb. You're going to keep your protein intake the same, and you've been keeping it fairly high because you're smart and you understand that you need protein to maintain your muscle mass. You don't want to lose muscle on this diet. But other than that, so protein will be the same, but low carb, high fat, okay? And this is going to do it. You're going to lose so much weight. So you do this for a long period of time and you don't get any results. You don't lose any weight. So what gives here? Do you keep going? Do you just keep eating keto for the rest of your life? So you extend that timeline forever? Keep putting in that effort. You're eating keto every single day, every single meal. So you're being consistent. You're putting in the effort. Do you need to do this forever to get results? No, you don't. Because here's the thing. What you've missed is how weight loss actually happens. What leads to weight loss? It doesn't fucking matter what's on your plate. The important thing is that you need to create a calorie deficit. But you've missed that. And Susie didn't know that. Maybe what happened is she ended up eating less or consuming fewer calories or burning more. And that's why she lost weight. But, because she happened to be on this keto diet and there's so much misinformation online about keto and oh my gosh, you're going to lose a shitload of weight on keto. It doesn't fucking matter what's on your plate. It's the amount of calories you eat versus the amount of calories burned. So sometimes people lose weight on keto because they happen to eat less, okay? Yeah, it's all about that. By the way, intermittent fasting, people tend to have good results with intermittent fasting for the same reason. You're eating in a smaller block of time during the day, so you end up eating less, so you end up consuming fewer calories. So anyway, in this case, you need to do the right thing. You need to have a plan that's actually going to get you the desired result, which is weight loss. The desired result isn't just to maintain a keto diet for the rest of your fucking life. The desired result is to lose body fat. That's why you're doing this. So in this case, you need to shift that. You can still do the keto thing, that's fine, but you need to have a calorie deficit. This is the amount of calories you're eating in a day. This is the amount of calories that you're burning. And this is a combination of exercise, non-exercise activities, so just walking around, grocery shopping, cleaning your home, the amount of calories you burn eating food, digesting food, yes, that burns calories, the amount of calories that you burn in a day just to stay alive. Most of the calories you burn in a day, by the way, are not from exercise. Your intake matches your output. Your weight is going to stay the same. Okay? Math. It's equal, right? Balanced. Thermodynamics. Anyway, you want to lose weight, you need a deficit. You need your intake to be lower than what you're burning in a day. And that could be just through diet, so you're eating less, consuming fewer calories, just through exercise, which is kind of tricky because often what happens is when we move more, we get hungrier, so we eat more, so it's a little tricky. Often it's a combination of the two that works really well, but diet is definitely the easiest way to create a deficit. So what happens is you need this many calories in a day, you're only eating this many, but your body's like, hey, I need this much to, support this activity and my breathing and my digestion and all these things. So I need to get that extra somewhere. So where do you get it? You break down body tissue to get it, hopefully fat stores. If you're only in a moderate deficit, like you're not going crazy with the diet, you're going to break down body fat and use that as energy to meet this need here, right? If you drop it too low, you eat too little, you're going to break down muscle as well. We don't want that. You need a deficit, okay? This, you maintain your weight. This, you will start to lose weight. This, you will gain weight. So if you're wanting to build muscle, you need a surplus, right? You need to bulk, right? And you'll usually gain a combination of muscle and fat. If you're not working really hard in the gym, or at home with your weights and you're in a surplus, you're just going to gain fat. So that's how that works. So you could be on keto for your whole fucking life, but if what you're eating matches what you're burning in a day, you're not going to lose a pound. So you could just engage in far less, food calculating, macro counting, all that bullshit, and just eat whatever the fuck you want. But just keep those calories a little bit lower. And you would start to lose weight. So here's the thing. It's October. We all love our pumpkin spice, whatever shit, because it's October. And, white girls in particular love their pumpkin chai frappuccino shit. Okay. So yeah, they're good. They're good. I like it. I actually just had pumpkin chai. Okay. So yeah, I'm a white girl. So anyway, you could keep everything the same, your activity the same, your exercise the same, everything that is on your plate is the same. But maybe every single day you go to some overpriced coffee shop and buy your pumpkin spice whatever shit with lots of whipped cream and stuff. You could just eliminate that. Just cut that out every single day, or even 6 days out of 7. That's like, let's say it's 300 calories. Over 6 days, that's 1,800. That's almost a full day of eating that is a full day of eating for a lot of people. That's equivalent to cutting out a full day of eating, which I don't recommend you do. Fasting is bullshit, by the way. You do not need to cleanse your organs. They do all the work on their own. They don't need to be detoxed. Just eat whatever the fuck you want. Eat for enjoyment, eat for pleasure, eat for respecting your family traditions and your culture, and eat for emotional soothing. I do. You can still be healthy. Jesus fucking Christ. So anyway, your effort has to be in the right thing, right? It has to be the right effort. The plan has to be appropriate for your desired goal. Otherwise, you're just spinning your wheels around and around like you're on keto for the rest of your fucking life and miserable. And how healthy is that going to be? Honestly. I can't do keto. I can't. So yeah, there you go. Wow. That was, caffeine inspired.